Question 233 says, if sine A is equals to 3 over 5 and cos A is negative or less than 0, determine tan A. So given the following information, we are told that sin A is equal to 3 over 5 and that cos A, or let me write that at the bottom, cos A is less than 0. Now we know sine A is opposite over hypotenuse. So if we were to draw our triangle for this example, we would have the following right angle triangle. One with a hypotenuse of 5 and an opposite side of 3. But in which quadrant do we draw this triangle in? Because we have 4 options. It can either be here, or it can be there, or it can be in the 3rd quadrant, or lastly it can be in the 4th quadrant. So how we determine where we put our triangle is we have to consider the positive and negative situations we're given. So here sine A, we can tell that it's positive because 3, there is no negative sign. So we know sine is only positive in the 1st and in the 2nd quadrant. And then we're also told that cos A will be negative. And we know cos is negative in the 2nd and in the 3rd quadrant. Then the quadrant with 2 ticks is where we make our sketch. So we have such a triangle where the hypotenuse is 5 and the opposite side which of A will be 3. So our A will be over here like that. And then our task is to find what tan A is. So tan A requires us to know what the adjacent side to A will be. So tan A, according to its definition, is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is currently 3. Adjacent though, let me use a small letter A. The adjacent side we get using Pythagoras. So we know the hypotenuse, which is 5 squared, should be equal to 3 squared, which is, or maybe let me write it in symbols first. So hypotenuse represented as r, the other 2 sides is x and y. This is the equation that we are trying to test out to find what our x will be. Substituting our values, we have 5 squared is equals to x squared plus 3 squared. Then we can continue solving for this. We'll have 25 minus 9 is equals to x squared, which will give us x squared is equals to 16. And then our answer will either be x is equal to plus or minus 4. So once we have this as our answer, we can come back and substitute the adjacent side as either plus or minus 4. But how do we know whether it's plus or minus? We have to look in which quadrant our drawing is in. It's in the 2nd quadrant where the x values are negative. So that would be minus 3 over 4. And we can see here that A will be our answer.